after biblical proportion. What he means is Old Testament warfare, real wrath of God type stuff. Fire and brimstone coming down from the skies, rivers and seas boiling. 4 years of darkness, earthquakes, volcanoes, dead rising from the grave. Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together. That's hysteria.
Broadcasting live from the WDCE studios out of the University of Richmond, you're listening to 90.1 FM from the most trusted puppet in media. Reporting since Roswell, I'm Sam Newsman, and this is Saturday morning. I want to thank everyone for joining into the show. Yes, we've been gone for 2 weeks. We've been gone. Well, listen, this has been 2 weeks. Well, we weren't here last week. Well, what we did was we did 18 straight days of radio, and I was tired. I was very tired. It was tiring. Imagine every day waking up in the morning and doing radio for 18 straight days, including the weekends. Not that I'm complaining the fact that I was here during the weekends. I'm always here during the weekends. But one of the things that is interesting is that I did 18 straight days of radio. Why? It was because we were in the running for the best local morning radio show here in Richmond, Virginia by the Richmond Times-Dispatch. And of course, well, we will now know those results sometime in the middle of next month. We thought it was going to be in October, but it looks like it's going to be sometime next month in September. So thanks everyone for voting for that. And also, just being a part of here in the listening audience. Now, what's interesting is the fact that 2 days before we ended the radio run, the 18 days to vote the Sam, 18 days to hashtag Sam the vote. Yeah, it was kind of like slow the spread, but we don't want to slow the spread. We want to speed up the vote. 18 days to Sam the vote, and that's what we did. And then 2 days before it was over, I ended up getting a call from my agent. Secret Agent Tim. So me and the secret agent, yes, that's actually right, a real agent. I can't tell you what kind of agent. I'm just telling you that it's an agent. The agent said, well, listen, I have something for you. I have your ability to get in here at the convention down here in Raleigh. Actually, that's not what he said. He said, how far are you away from Raleigh? That was really how far are you away from Raleigh? I said 2.5 hours. And he said, I can get you in. He said, that's how you make these deals. I can get in. And it's like, all right, well, get me in. And of course, I wasn't understanding what he meant by saying that he was going to get me in. GalaxyCon was last weekend. And I knew that he had the ability to possibly just give me a pass. Now, I thought it was just going to be a wristband. But it wasn't just a wristband. It was actually a guest pass. A guest pass, of course I have a guest pass. Let's hold it up here for the camera. Guest pass. And let's see here in the guest pass. We're broadcasting live on 2 different mediums, by the way. We're here on Instagram. The Sam Cam is on double duty. Trying to get it triple duty so we can get the Twitch tablet and running as well. That's right. YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram. But right now it's just Instagram. Instagram at Sam Newsman on Instagram. Sam Newsman here on YouTube. I have the little, here it is. Can you see it? There it is. Yes. Hello. Yes, I see it. I see the camera there. And I see the camera here. So if you see me looking at the cameras both times, looking back and forth, it's because we are broadcasting on both Instagram and YouTube. Broadcasting worldwide, of course. Download the Simple Radio app. Search WDC. You'll be able to listen to the show live. You'll be able to listen to all the cartoon themes. Listen, the phones are blowing up this morning before we even got here. Yes, and of course what happened was there was a big snafu because I wasn't here last week. Well, that's what happens. It's what happens when you have a secret agent, secret talent agent, secret agent Tim. Secret agent Tim, of course, reaches out to me. Listen, I had to go. And of course, like I said, I thought it was just going to be a wrist armband. No. What happened was I ended up getting a guest pass. And you ask, well, what does a guest pass do? Well, I was able to go into the green room. It's about damn time I was able to go into the green room. Here I've been covering this thing since GalaxyCon started in Richmond. You know that? GalaxyCon started in Richmond. The first GalaxyCon was in Richmond. I have all the footage. I have all the footage from GalaxyCon in Richmond, the very first GalaxyCon that they had. Some guy got a key to the city. Was it Mike? Mike got a key to the city. I have not been able to locate Mike yet. I'll eventually locate Mike, but Mike got a key to the city. I'm wondering what door it unlocks. Anyways, so here we are. So this is back, what, 2018? 2019? Yeah, it was 2019. 2019. GalaxyCon here in Richmond. I ended up going, of course, under my amazing press credentials, because here I am broadcasting live here on a radio show. So it was like, well, of course, I have a radio show dedicated to Saturday morning pop culture and everything. Just give me my press pass. So they gave me my press pass. And of course, I was doing that I did that in 2019 and 2020. And then we went on a break for a long time. Was able to interview a lot of celebrities. I tell you, the first interview that I ever had was Lou Ferrigno. That's why he's posted on my Instagram account. Me and Lou. Yes, me and Lou. Lou was my very first interview. This is when we were still doing drive time radio. We weren't here on Saturday morning yet. We were doing drive time Thursday afternoon. And of course, I interviewed Lou Ferrigno. Actually, he told me, he said, hey, come over here. He told me to come over to where he was. And I talked to him for a few moments. And of course, then after that, it's like, well, if the first celebrity interview you can interview is the Hulk, well, daggone it, you can sit there and interview anybody, which is what I've done ever since. Been able to interview Ernie Hudson, some other people, Steve Whitmire, Kevin Clash. Kevin Clash this weekend was this past weekend was amazing. Amazing. The original voice of Elmo and Splinter from the Ninja Turtles film. Phenomenal. Yes, of course. Yes. Who else? Cindy Morgan from Tron. Oh, yes. And Margaret Kelly. The original Tinkerbell. Yes, I interviewed the original Tinkerbell. That we were hanging out in the green room having lunch. Yeah, she was keeping me in check. Well, of course she was. She's been around just as long as I have. I didn't mean it like that. No, I just mean that Tinkerbell's been around a long time. She's seen a lot of things. Yeah, Cindy Morgan, she as well. She was in Chicago radio. See, this is what we call the green room conversations. The green room conversations, because I had a green room pass. I was able to. Now, of course, I didn't film in the green room. You can't film in the green room. These people have pictures and stuff being taken of them, photo ops and blah, blah, blah. I'm not going their way. But I will ask them questions. And of course, there are questions that need to be answered. And that's, of course, one of the things that was amazing about having a pass to the green. Now, next time I'm in the green room, I'll be a little bit more vocal and talk to people. Of course, once again, this is off record. These are called the hashtag green room conversations. Hashtag green room conversations, because that's what happens when you go from press to guest. Press to guest. Listen, I'm trying to see if I can go to GalaxyCon in Columbus. It's during December. What I thought would be amazing is if all of a sudden I had everybody fill out brackets to see what would be the best Christmas song. Yeah, kind of like a March Madness thing. Yeah, it's like the Christmas bracket. Well, I come up with these amazing ideas. Well, hell, it was Christmas in July, And I was sitting there running around GalaxyCon last week, and it was like, well, if I'm a guest, I would probably need to do some type of panel or something. Well, what better panel would be than to be the Christmas bracket, the Christmas Carol bracket challenge, right? I think it's amazing. I think it's genius. It's genius. I completely understand that people in the back, they're like, dang, gone it, Sam. You just did it again. Yes, of course I did it again. Been broadcasting live here, been reporting since Roswell. And you sit there and still try to doubt me. Ridiculous stuff. If your friends are talking about politics, tell them about Hasbro and their HasLab tiers and how they've not been able to release anything else since all of them with the Hiss tank. Be a collector. Go. Anyway, so here we are once again, broadcasting live from WDC out of the University of Richmond. You're listening to 90.1 FM on this 6th day of August. In the year 2022 is 933 0806 220933. Those are the numbers 0806 220933. Now, if you end up playing those numbers and they end up winning you some money, I need to get my cut. That's right. I need to get my cut. But once again, so what? Oh, you want to talk about the snafu here at the station. So I wasn't here last week because I was covering Galaxy Con, making connections, setting the standard, raising the bar. But there was a snafu. A couple of people called the station wondering where I was. Now, you got to remember, this radio show is broadcasted all over the country. We're listening from down south, up north, all the way from coast to coast, out in California, and other places all over across the country. And with that, I didn't tell anybody that I would be missing on Saturday. In fact, I had to get out of here because they stormed the doors here on my last show. Yes, they came, they got me, they got wind of what was happening. I can't say who they is, but all I can say is that if you listen to Officer DJ or DJ Officer, DJ Officer, Officer DJ 12 to 2, a different shade of blue. That's every Tuesday, every other Tuesday from 12 to 2. I said a different shade of blue, right? Another shade of blue. DJ Jazzy Officer, DJ Officer, Officer DJ. How about Officer DJ? Anyway, plays a lot of retro music, but yes. So anyway, they came storming through the doors, scared the hell out of me, but it was okay. The newspaper here in Richmond, the newspaper staff was with them. Yeah, so it was like, so if they were going to sit there and tase a puppet, well, then at least the newspaper was there to sit there and get all the footage. Well, I can't tell you exactly what happened. Remember, it's all classified. It's all classified. But remember, a different shade of blue every other Tuesday, 12 to 2. Listen to that. It's one of the community DJs here on WDC. Another community DJ, Lolly Pine Show. Show Wednesdays at 7:45. Yes, Todd. Yeah, try to bum me off out of here because he couldn't read the damn clock. That's okay. Listen, I can't fault humans for just being humans. Here I am, a puppet, the most trusted puppet in media. But I can't fault humans for being humans. Mess up and nobody's perfect unless you're a puppet. Hell, even I'm not even perfect all the time. Oh, listen, I know. Yeah. No, I can't be Kermit. I can't be perfect all the time. Follow that bird. Oh my gosh. Well, okay, so yeah, so Dave ended up. Dave was one of the callers. I have to give Dave a shout out. Deep Cut Dave. Remember Deep Cut Dave? Deep Cut Dave sending us some amazing deep cut cartoon themes here on a Saturday morning. Well, Deep Cut Dave calls, and then all of a sudden I have the station manager and this person and that a person, and man, they were asking, well, what time do you come in, Sam? What time? What happened? Well, do you come in? Do you come in every day? And it was just because they were looking at, we post when we're here. I think in the studio we do post. We're supposed to post what we do here at the studio. Yeah, hell, I'm not responsible. That's all you guys behind the glass. Okay, so we post. When we're here in the studio, and then the station people were like, they didn't know when the heck I was doing. I've been talking to Dr. Love. We're going to get Dr. Love on the show sometime. I'm not sure exactly when. She's probably sleeping in on Saturday mornings, too. It's just like all the students. And I don't expect the students to be listening to this show. They're all slept over and hung over. Sleeping in and hung over. No, they're not even here yet. But they will be in a few weeks, which is why we plan on broadcasting. Well, 9 to 11 is the show time, but we will be broadcasting maybe 8 to 11. We do 7 to 11. 7-11, show up at 7 o'clock every Saturday morning with a Slurpee and broadcast all the way to 11 o'clock. 7-11, fueled by a Slurpee. That should be, talking about, marketing. Just genius. Anyway, so Deep Cut Dave gives the station a call, and I have to go back and take the debris from all the explosions that happened because I wasn't around. But I meant to reach out to you, Dave. I didn't mean to reach out to you, but I was letting it cook. I was letting things cook. I figured you'd be here listening, and I didn't. Sure enough, Deep Cut Dave sending. Of course, I had other phone calls and ignored those, and because I had this feeling that Deep Cut Dave was calling, so I pick up the phone right before the show is starting. And and then all of a sudden it's Deep Cut Dave. Deep Cut Dave decides, he said, hey, he's like, I got a few things for you. I got a few themes for you. And I said, what do you got, Deep Cut Dave? And he told me. And I said, well, you know what? I'm really familiar with both of those, specifically the second one. One of my favorite animation studios of all time. Now, I'm not going to give it away, but I will tell you it has to do with a barbarian and another barbarian. And no, neither one of them is Conan. 804-289 UR90. 804-289-8790. Of course, shout out to Toy Cartel. Toy Cartel was that. Are you familiar with Toy Cartel? Yeah, Toy Cartel. Yeah. You're talking about a flex. Yeah. 1-6 flex. 1-6 flex mass. Yeah. Yes, and Paradise Estates. Yes, he does have Paradise Estates as well. Yeah. I don't know if he has Paradise Estates behind glass. Probably not, because you'd want to be able to play with the My Little Ponies as well, right? You want to be able to play with, there's no to have Paradise Estates, sitting behind glass. Is go get out in front of the lawn. You're talking about some amazing photography. You talk about toy photography. Listen, there's this big thing going around about toy photography. You know about toy photography? Of course, you know about toy photography. Yes, you know about toy photography because you have been saving 15% when you've been using the code SKYDRO. It's SKYDRO at extremesets.com, right? Well, yes, you're taking pictures of your toys, and if you were Toy Cartel, you would be taking pictures of your My Little Ponies and Paradise Estates out in the grass and the lawn. That's exactly what you would do. Yes. Well, no, all the expensive stuff is behind glass. No, the 1-6 stuff. No, I'm trying to get good photos. How do you get good photos? Well, listen, if you can't take your figures outside, what you can do is you can buy diorama sets from Extreme Sets, extremesets.com. Use the code SKYDRO, that's SKYDRO, at extremesets.com. Your photographs may not be as good as SKYDRO Walker on Instagram, but you can at least save 15% while trying. I do see that the phone line is blinking over there. Unfortunately, I can't get it. So whoever's calling at the moment, you just need to call back. I will answer the phone here during the next segment while I am playing that. So anyways, shout out to, of course, people. We're broadcasting on, it's very, I haven't been really doing a lot of YouTube. I'm on a YouTube channel for a while, but I don't really post a lot of stuff on there. Listen, my time is valuable. It's busy. I turn it on live and just start going. Well, yeah, I know. I could have been doing this the whole time. I see the phone blinking over there, and I'll get to it in a minute. Would you just be patient? No, they're not getting here live at just this moment because this is the first segment, and we're trying to do everything. What? We should still take it? We're not going to take it. We're going to take it? Oh, okay. Can we sit there? Can we grab the phone? The phone is going bananas. Nope. Oh, daggone it. See, I tried to grab the phone. I had to grab the phone, and then all of a sudden it hung up. Damn it. I mean, dang it. Sorry, kids listening in the car. I'm sorry. Sorry, parents, but it's you guys drop F-bombs when you mix the wrong meal at nighttime when you're trying to cook for your kids. You probably were dropping F-bombs this morning when you were making eggs for breakfast. F-bomb. Listen. Anyway, so here we are once again broadcasting live. It is 9:42. I have some songs to cut, Dave. I've been talking long enough. Remember last day I was here. Yeah, last day I was here, somebody called in. They said, play some music. What a miserable soul, right? What a miserable soul, because my voice is music. And of course, I'm doing what I was born to do, broadcasting live here on Saturday morning, and you are putting in the song requests as you go about your daily lives. Now, here we are once again, broadcasting live from the WDCE studios out of the University of Richmond. 2 songs back to back from Deep Cut Dave. And of course, I'll be back at the top of next hour with a green room conversation about what is an acceptable pizza topping. And also, old Uncle AJ has got to pay about $50 million and I met him back at Pittsburgh in 2012. 804-289-UR90. 804-289-8790. From the most trusted puppet in media, Roswell, I'm Sam Newsman. And this is Saturday Morning. Oh man, listen. So I've been doing this whole stream live on YouTube without the audio. Well, it's okay. It doesn't matter. It's also on Instagram. Somebody's gonna get mad at me. They can get mad at me all they want to. Listen, it doesn't matter. I'll cut it up and make it into 2 videos. Okay, so here we go. Blah, 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 blah. This is what happens when you're doing things live. I need some help with a show producer. Anybody want to sit there and come help me and produce this show? I mean, I listen. It doesn't matter about you guys in the back. Okay, so here we go. So, yeah, $50 million. Uncle AJ owes $50 million. You know, Uncle AJ once again saying that kids who did not get in an elementary school back in 2012 and saying that it was the government, something. Listen, whatever. It doesn't, So the reality is he's now paying $50 million. Yes, and once again, it goes back to the idea that so is your emotional distress more important than someone just talking? Well, I guess they're making a profit off of false information that they're peddling. I don't understand it. What, free speech? No, so there's no such thing. There's no such thing as free speech. No. So he can't say what he says, right? So he can't, right? So he can't say what he says and just get away with it because he's making a profit off of it, right? That's the problem. Wait, yeah, right? Oh yeah. Did you hear that? You heard that clip? I don't think I have the clip right now. And he said, the lawyer asked him, "Hey, you think there is a conspiracy about, people who are politicians and trafficking and, grooming of kids?" And then all of a sudden, old Uncle AJ says, "Oh, what do you mean? Like Jeffrey Epstein and the Clintons?" Oh, it's a show. It's a show. It's a show. It's a sham. It's a sham. It's a sham. Listen, there's something going on in the world here. And I got all this nonsense on TV trying to pump up and make me think that something's real or not. Yeah, none of it's real. None of it's real. What? What do you mean? No. I'm not going to get into that. Anyway, broadcasting live from the WDCE studios out of the University of Richmond. You're listening to 90.1 FM. What else do we have here? Oh, do we have some Richmond news? Well, maybe we'll get to that here at the top of, or at the back end of the show. What we learned today. I think we're going to get out of here probably at 11. What you want us to stick around for another few moments just to chat? Well, we might do that. Well, we'll see. Listen, I want to try to sit there and get this as tight as we can in 2 hours. Listen, I already messed up on the microphone over here, and you guys want to sit there. What was that? Well, you said that he was calling in, and I haven't heard him call in yet. Well, I've been waiting. It's like cricket chirps. I feel like I've been doing a good job here today. And if maybe the general's listening, and the general is sitting there saying, "Well, Sam's done a good job, and I don't have to call in." And if that's the case, well, that just means that I've done a great job of setting the standard, raising the bar. Let's see here. And okay. Oh, yeah. What was that? Well, there was a whole bunch of other things that happened this weekend. Well, I mean, it happened all the time. Well, I didn't want to get into it because I figured that we would still don't want more. Well, I sit there and I wanted to finish up. I had to finish up what I was saying about old Uncle AJ. I could go back to the beach ball. Well, nobody. What? Okay. So here he is. So we have him. We have him up. Oh, okay. All right. So hopefully I did everything correctly. Once again, you can't hear this on the feed, the YouTube feed or the Instagram feed. You should be listening via the Simple Radio app. Listen via the Simple Radio app. You'll be able to hear the phone calls a little bit better. We're still working on this, but here we go. Okay, broadcasting live. Here we are from the most trusted pulpit in media, reporting since Roswell. I'm NewsMan here on the 6th day of July, 2022, and it is 10:20. And caller, I have you on the phone. Good morning, General.
Good morning, Sam. It's been okay.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on, wait a minute. I thought the general was calling. Wait a minute. What? This is the what? So this is not the general. This is the future. It's the future collector. Oh, future. Wait a minute. Future collector. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Can you say that? What happens at nightfall? The robot dogs. What are you collecting right now? This is the future collector here, live here, and you're calling from the future. Future collector. Many people have been collecting toys. Many people have been collecting knickknacks, widgets, and you're collecting sticks. You're trying to get fresh water. What do you mean? What happened? Please tell us more. Wait, it was some berries. What? Once again, listen, future collector. I'm so glad that we were able to get through to you. But let me ask you a question. Like, what happened? What was the event? I need to know the event. You like what happened? What? Lord Blank? What? Lord Blanket? What do you mean? What do you mean Lord Blanket's coming? Wait, hold on. Do you? Are you? No. Wait. Don't leave. Don't. No. Oh my gosh. The future collector. The future collector. I don't know what's happening. We lost him. We lost him. Well, very interesting. At least we were. Well, I thought it was. Man, it's like, it's like Christmas. I thought it was the general. And then all of a sudden it was the future collector. I don't know what's happening. He said something about Lord Blanket. He was trying to find sticks. He was trying to find berries. He was talking about detox, collecting, drive-thrus, being handed, is what it was? Drive-thrus being handed food through a window. I'm not really sure. It's intense. It's very intense. Well, I guess, maybe the general won't be calling in. Well, we had the future collector call in. I don't know. I still don't know if is it a male or a female. Mary Murray's still asking that. Sounds like an old lady. I don't know. It just said to be aware of Lord Blanket. Be aware of Lord Blanket. I don't know what's happening. I'm not sure. What do you mean he's coming? I have no idea. All right, let's try this again. But this is okay. Are you sure that this is the general? Okay, we're gonna try to. Here we go again. All right. Good morning, General.
Good morning, Samuel.
How are you this morning, General? How's it going?
Samuel, are we on a secure line? How I'm doing is irrelevant here.
Well, okay. Well, of course it is. From WDCE studios across the nation right now. This is a secure line.
Very good. Well, Samuel, if I'm having to call in, mistakes have been made. Have the boys not been pointing out exactly what you should be reading?
Are you talking about do I read what's on the screen or do I read what's on the paper?
As long as you're not reading what's on your heart, that's what we expect you to read.
What do you mean? What?
Screen, either or.
The heart? What are you talking about? The heart? Heart? I don't know what you're talking about heart.
Oh, well, Samuel, we can't have you speak from conscience. You need to stick to the script on it.
What do you mean? What do you mean conscious? What's conscience even mean? I don't even know what conscience even is. What is conscience? Conscience. Conscience. Okay. Conscience. Yeah, I of course I'm not going to make sure that my conscience is is getting in the way. So if that ended up coming across in my tone, General, then that was just for show. But
We'll discuss off air.
okay. So of course there was mistakes made. And so you said did you were you guys able to trace the signal on the last call?
Samuel, you're going to have to hold him over longer. We missed it by about 5 seconds. You know how long it takes. I don't know why we have to continue to go over what you're supposed to be doing on those calls to help us track them.
Wait, well, but I listen. I tried to keep him on as long as I could. Listen, do you know anything about Lord Blanket?
Lord Blanket and I, let's just say, we have our differences.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, because that's what he keeps bringing up, and I just like they're talking about an event, something happening. I just want to be. I listen. I want to be prepared. Listen. Listen. There's beans. Listen. If there's a bean shortage because I didn't get my beans before everybody else, I'm going to be a little upset, General.
Samuel, beans.
Beans.
You need Samuel's bread and circus. Football season started. We're getting ready to go into playoff season for baseball. Plenty of stuff to keep you distracted. Heck, even on ESPN Ocho, they're doing air guitar contests. I need you to stay distracted, okay? And I encourage viewers, your audience, to do the same. Because if not, well, then, Samuel, they're very difficult to control.
That's true. And wait a minute. I had a request call in, and someone wanted me to ask you, General, are you air guitar?
Samuel, I haven't played air guitar for years.
Oh, okay. Well, I bet 50 years ago you were quite the air guitarist, though.
Samuel, one time, on stage, 4 friends, in a super secret environment, nobody was able to take their cell phone. But that's all I'm going to say, Samuel. You know the gathering.
Of course, I know the gatherings. So, General, listen, I want to thank you for calling. But is there anything else that you need me to be aware of before we get out here? We're talking about old Uncle AJ, the media, and just making sure that the corporate narrative is in place. Is that correct?
I would add also, Samuel, that anytime we can put a damper on free speech systems, that's what we're going to do. And frankly, questioning anything at all times is unacceptable in our line of work. And of course, what we're trying to accomplish, Samuel. So I would add, I don't think the jury went far enough. $1 billion levy probably would have been sufficient to ensure that we could eradicate free speech systems. Because you and I both know free speech systems are antithetical to the agenda.
And so is free speech as well as and also that pesky little Second Amendment too. But I guess we'll talk about that a little later, another time. General, is there anything that I need to be aware of moving forward for next week to make sure that you don't call me and ream me out again?
I would say, Samuel, keep your eyes glued to the television because everything you see is real. Thank you, Samuel, for all your work and continued good work.
Awesome. Thank you so much, General. I appreciate that. Once again, the General. I'm not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. Listen, it's been a while since I've been here. It's been a while since I've been here. Been a while. Listen, I was off for 2 weeks. Yeah. Well, listen, just because I worked 18 straight days in GalaxyCon by a secret agent Tim. In-person pro productions, and all of that goes along with having a secret agent. Secret agent Tim. Secret agent Tim. Okay, so here we are. Listen, we're gonna get out of here. Oh yes, we're gonna get out of here. I have no. Okay, yeah, we'll do one. We'll do one cartoon theme, and then we're gonna head into the sitcoms. One cartoon theme, then we'll head into sitcoms. Do we have it all lined up and ready to go? We do. Well, of course, we would sit there and end our cartoon themes this Saturday morning with a song about, well, 4 turtles, a pizza, Shredder, and a pet rat. And once again, just remember, pineapple is an acceptable topping on pizza. Why? Because April O'Neil said so. Broadcasting live from the WDCE studios out of the University of Richmond, you're listening to 90.1 FM from the most trusted puppet in media, reporting since Roswell. I'm Sam Newsman, and this is Saturday morning. Through political correctness, we can see life as it may be. That world hidden from you and me. I just laugh and start to sing. Ha 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 ha! It's sideshow infotainment, politicians and news anchors, and talking points that make my eardrums bleed. Oh, that Game of Thrones is what they play. A house of cards just day by day. The voters lose in every way. It's just like I always say, it's sideshow infotainment, politicians and news anchors, and talking points that make my eardrums bleed. Yeah. Donald Trump's got quite the past, with a J6 probe all up his ass. An indictment could be coming fast. But he's always laughing last. Remember, that's an observation, not an endorsement. It's sideshow infotainment, politicians and news anchors, and talking points that make my eardrums bleed. The most trusted puppet in media is me. Reporting Roswell, I'm Sam NewsMan.
I'll tell you the problem with the scientific power that you're using here. It didn't require any discipline to attain it. You know, you read what others had done, and you took the next step. You didn't earn the knowledge for yourselves, so you don't take any responsibility for it. I don't think you give due credit. Scientists have done things which nobody's ever done before. Yeah, but so preoccupied with where they just never think they should.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. Yeah, that time when we talk about what we've learned today. We've learned a whole bunch. We learned that I was able to go from press to guest. We're going to talk about flexing. Yeah, on Friday we flex, and it's kind of a big deal. Yeah. Well, last Friday I flexed because I actually had a guest pass to GalaxyCon. Yeah. I went from being press to guest. Press to guest. You're talking about the flex, about this flex. From press to guest. So we're bar. What it was, so I was going to get into local news. I don't really want to get into local news. Yes. The mayor, LeVar Stoney still sitting there talking up this Dogwood Dell thing because, the crime rate in Richmond is garbage. The crime rate is garbage, and response said criminality is garbage. I don't think that the police chief he's just playing ball. He's just playing ball. I'd probably rather have the police chief be the mayor than Mayor Stoner, right? He's just doing it just because he wants to be governor. Wait, what do you mean I can't talk about this? Of course I can talk about this. Another thing I can't talk about, I've been saying July 6th all day, and correct me, not even the general corrected me on July 6th. You know who corrected me? Mary Murr was wondering if people were paying attention. Nobody was. It's August 6th. I'm just wanting to wish that we were back a month. What? I want summer to be longer. Hell, I haven't even been to the beach yet. Well, of course I'll go to the beach in another week or two. I might be at the beach next weekend before I do the show. Yeah, I might go see the sunrise with Mandy, and then I might come here and do the show. What do you think about that? Hey, what were you doing this morning? Well, I watched the sun. Then I came and did a radio show, just like I was here 18 days doing a radio show. Then I send my happy ass down to GalaxyCon, setting the standard, raising the bar. Don't be jealous. It's just what I'm doing. And yes, Mary Murr is on, and knowing that I am sitting there saying July 6th, and it's actually August 6th. The general didn't even catch that. Shout out to people in the chat. People in the chat here on Instagram, here on YouTube. We're broadcasting live, WDCE 90.1 FM. Of course, yeah. So also you can find me at Sam NewsMan on Instagram, at Sam NewsMan on Twitter. First time we've been back in 2 weeks. Yes, we did 2 hours. We've been doing 3-hour shows. We're doing 3-hour shows, 2-hour shows. Do you want me to stay? You want me to stay on for just one more segment at the top of the hour? I can do that. Listen, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. I know. Listen. There's going to be kids that are coming around here pretty soon. They're going to have their own radio show, so I need to get out of here by 11 o'clock. It's already 10:51. I'd rather be off of the microphone by then, anyways. Well, they're not here yet. No, Professor Love is okay. She's okay. Listen, it's okay. It's okay. Listen, when you are an award-winning radio broadcast personality, I mean, really, what are you going to say about that? What? Germ, listen, I know that you started this whole thing, and then all of a sudden I came around. Don't get mad at me. I end up having a whole crew now and an actual agent, a secret agent, Tim. Shout out to In-Person Pro Productions. But listen, don't get upset. Listen, the same agent that is my agent, of course. Well, I'm talking about me as Sam Newsman. Yeah, my agent was the same agent as Oscar, same agent as Big Bird, same agent as Elmo, Splinter, even Yoda. Yeah, how about that? You didn't know about that, did you? You're talking about flex. Does anybody really get to the flex part of the show? I can give you the flex part. I want to talk about what we learned today. You know what you learned today? You'll learn that boy, Sam Newsman, has been setting the standard and raising the bar. When 8 straight days on the radio, if we get in the top 3, and even if we don't, the reality is what? We have an agent. We're going to be traveling all over the country for comic conventions over the next year or so, even longer. Of course, I am going to be the official floor correspondent for conventions moving forward. Well, of course I would be the floor correspondent. Who else would you want to talk to than the most trusted puppet in media? Reporting since Roswell, broadcasting on WDC 90.1 FM, 804-289 UR90, 804-289-8790. Broadcasting live. We'll be back next week from the most trusted puppet in media. Reporting since Roswell, I'm Sam Newsman. This is Saturday Morning Radio. The song is going to just keep playing. Yes, it's MASH by Bill Evans. It's a jazz theme. And here I am still talking. It doesn't really matter. It's my show. It's my show, setting the standard, raising the bar. Is that what you're doing? If that's not what you're doing, that's what you should be doing. Setting the standard, raising the bar, that's what we're doing. The only radio show dedicated to the magic of Saturday morning, hosted by me, a real puppet. Simulcasting on Instagram and YouTube, and broadcasting live from the WDCE studios out of the University of Richmond. Shout out to everybody in both chats. Mary Murr, G-Man, Mandy, Kidders, Henne, anybody I left out. Citizen Germs coming here in a few moments. Once again, broadcasting live from the WDCE studios out of the University of Richmond. Listening to 90.1 FM from the most trusted puppet in media. Reporting since Roswell, I'm Sam Newsman, and this is Saturday Morning.